Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. So what gets our attention tonight is the leadership in the National Assembly. Take a look at what this all means altogether. So a lot of people are looking at the position in the region and the zoning of the position, the major positions in the country. Honorable Jibrin is saying, look, when it comes into this generalized situation, it might not come down to what it then means within the confines of the National Assembly, especially the House of Reps, as we saw protests on the streets of some north-central region of the country. And these states are clamoring for the speakership position in the 9th Assembly. I have in our Abuja as my partner tonight, Mr. Emmanuel Ayegbulam, and also Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for talking to us tonight. So let me come back to you, Mr. Ayegbulam. So the politics of the National Assembly is totally sometimes different from the politics that plays out outside of the chambers. What happened in 2015, and from what Honorable Jibrin has explained, do you still think that the North Central is not fairly treated in the scheme of things?
Yes, I have explained that within the 6 principal slots, the Northwest, Southwest taking number 1 and 2. If you are taking the 3rd position to the Northeast, then the position of Deputy Senate President, if you go to the South-South, then the North Central and the Southeast will be left with nothing. Therefore, we are still striking and vehemently on the equitable platform that the North Central should be given the speakership, and then the deputy speakership should go to the Southeast, because we are talking of the 6 constitutionally based positions in the country.
Mr. Ayegbulam, there's a major factor here. Sorry if I may butt in. Sorry if I may butt in quickly. There are major factors here. The stand of the party, what the party wants. That's one thing. The ruling party, that is, the party that has the majority. Isn't that going to be a very big consideration in this?
We are running a presidential democracy. It is not a cabinet system of government where you have party supremacy. And let me point out this. Our first republic was ruined by supremacy of political party, carpet crossing and the rest of them. Now we moved into presidential system, striking basically on Montesquieu's rule of separation of powers and checks and balances. Within this context, we are now governed by what? By constitutional provision that can even give these elective positions within the parliament to an opposition party member. And even the mother of parliament, being Britain, we have seen Britain, because of Brexit, we have seen Theresa May now extending hand to the Labour Party. So we should not bring party supremacy. Like I have said, every institution, every person within the Federal Republic of Nigeria is bound by the Constitution.
So again, apologies to Burton because of our time. I'd like to put this in also, this question, Mr. Ayegbulam. The issue of quality, Mr. Ayegbulam, if you hold on for a moment so that you take this question. Sorry, apologies for me to butt in again quickly. If you take this question, Mr. Ayegbulam, the big question of quality, merit, and the kind of people who get into the office. We're looking at merit, how long people have served there. Is that an important factor for you?
Yes, it is an important factor that a presiding officer must, by conventional rule, we have ranking or legislative experience. But if we go by the Constitution gives every elected member the right to vote for and be voted for. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. The standing order of the House, Section 60, which gives the Parliament the right to provide for its procedure, now gave this ranking convention to the members. But it is what? A convention and not a law. But basically, even within those front runners are all what? Entrenched members of parliament who have what? Ranking and legislative experience. So we are not contesting that. All of them have basic what? Ranking within the
Let's bring Honorable Jibrin
like
here now. Honorable Jibrin, you are standing and speaking for Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila. You've heard what Mr. Ayagbulam is defending. All of this is a major factor. Mr. Gbajabiamila lost out in this kind of scenario in the last time. Are you afraid something of this might be knocking around the corner?
I'm not afraid, and I've said it repeatedly, and you can take this to the bank. Inshallah, Femi is going to be the speaker. It's as good as that. And even most of the people that are contesting at the moment, I can assure you that they will all come on board, and we're also counting on their votes. But again, let me quickly say, those personalities or members of the National Assembly who are now trying to make an issue out of zoning. Just few months ago, both the APC and the PDP zoned the presidential slots to the northern part of the country, and of course, the vice presidential slot to the southern part of the country. They all supported it. We all applauded. Everybody supported it. All of them, one after the other. I don't want to mention name. They supported it. Now, few months after, they are saying, no, we don't want zoning. We don't want zoning. So what does that tell you? Is it all about self? Then when people keep making a point that, the Constitution said federal character and rest, but the Constitution did not give any zone or specify a position that a particular zone must occupy. So, and in this case, the 6 positions that are spread within the 2 chambers of the National Assembly will be shared among the 6 geopolitical zones. I think sufficiently that's fairness. The other issue is that I think the lawyer did not address, my colleague seated here, the lawyer did not address the issue of merit. We are so consumed about talking about zoning. Nobody is talking about the quality of the candidate. Then secondly, what commitment is that candidate making? Of course, we know that there are a couple of issues in the National Assembly. Who is more prepared to address those issues? Who have you seen over the years as a result of his parliamentary experience, parliamentary activities, engagement in the National Assembly? You can be able to interpret the kind of speaker he is going to be. None of them is contesting the fact that Femi Gbajabiamila is the best candidate that we can put forward. Believe me, this time around, the issue of merit supersedes every other consideration. In any case, all other considerations favors Femi. But again, the issue of merit, if we really love this country at this point, I think nobody should be arguing with Femi. He's more experienced. He's a very organized person. Some people want to blackmail him with the issue of being high-headed. Femi is a very humble person, a very good organizer of members of the National Assembly, someone who understands how to balance the independence of the legislature and, of course, the interdependence of the legislature with other arms of government. None of the candidates are coming out to say we are a better person or this is what we are going to do. And so I am a bit cautious. We don't like to talk as if we are being confrontational, because the approach of our campaign is to be able to sit with all our colleagues. The 360 members, we're meeting them one-on-one, and we need everybody to come on board.
Jibrin. Yeah, because we are obviously out of time. Thank you so much, Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin and Mr. Emmanuel Ayagulam. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming. We do hope maybe at some point, maybe your party again, the APC, will go for a shadow election the way you did in 2015, and perhaps maybe the party or the candidates can make their decision. Thank you so much for coming. And well, that's our show tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Shiwa Kimale. Bye-bye.